This is an insight from WellView 365, powered by freshnews.ai, and forcing operators to rethink governance of patient-facing communication. Executive summary. Waiting rooms are starting to act as live control surfaces for smart infrastructure, not just passive patient messaging screens. Facilities and IT are wiring displays into building systems, so airflow, room usage, and safety states can adjust based on real-time conditions and queue status. This tight link between healthcare digital communication, patient experience, and modern healthcare facilities' smart infrastructure changes who owns content, who can trigger changes, and how fast you can respond to crowding or delays. Teams need to decide now which signals can safely drive automatic updates and which require human review, then reflect that in access controls and workflows. Today's signal. Facilities and IT teams are sitting together in front of waiting room display dashboards and building management consoles, testing how patient-facing messages change when occupancy or air quality thresholds are hit. Instead of only updating videos and check-in instructions, they are wiring those screens to show live capacity status, divert patients to alternate areas, and surface safety notices when a smart sensor trips. Capital project bundles are pushing this integration now, so waiting room communication is starting to double as a real-time control surface for patient flow and comfort. In improved patient experience satisfaction, WellView 365 helps teams operationalize these practices with a repeatable system for updates and governance. Why it matters. Here are 4 takeaways. First, waiting room displays can now react to real crowding and delays, not just scheduled content, which directly affects patient frustration and perceived wait time. Second, smart building triggers can change messaging automatically, so a misconfigured rule can confuse patients or send them to the wrong area. Third, ownership of on-screen content expands from patient experience teams to facilities and IT, adding more coordination points and potential handoff gaps. Fourth, outages or sensor faults can now break both environmental controls and patient communication at once, increasing incident impact. How it works in practice. This shows up when a new smart infrastructure project lands and the scope includes both HVAC and waiting room display refresh. Facilities links occupancy sensors, badge data, and queue systems into the building management system. Then IT connects that to the Digital Signage CMS that drives waiting room content. Patient experience teams define message rules, like when to show overflow directions or service delay notices, but the triggers often sit in facilities tooling. Breaks happen when a sensor is recalibrated, a threshold is changed, or a device is taken offline without updating the content rules, so screens show the wrong state. When the integration is handled well, waiting areas clear faster, patients get clear instructions, and staff do less manual overhead paging or line management. 1 practical adjustment. This week, identify patient-facing messages triggered by a building or sensor event in your waiting rooms. What to do next? Here are 4 takeaways. First, map which waiting room displays are connected to building systems, sensors, or queue data sources today. Second, list all automated content rules that change based on occupancy, environmental, or safety signals, including their thresholds. Third, assign clear owners for editing triggers versus editing message copy, and document the approval path. Fourth, add a step to capital project checklists to test smart infrastructure to display integrations with real-world patient flow scenarios before go live. Read more at wellview365.com.